The Progress Singapore Party has set its sights on 8 GRCs and 7 SMCs at the next general election, whenever that will be. Party Chief Tan Cheng Bock is also set to lead a team in West Coast GRC.
West Coast GRC includes the Ayer Rajah ward, where Dr. Tan was the People's Action Party MP for 6 terms. According to the new electoral boundaries, the GRC will take in parts of Choa Chu Kang GRC and Hong Kong North SMC to become a 5-member constituency with more than 144,000 voters.
Larger GRCs are generally seen to favour the PAP, as opposition parties may find it harder to put together a larger slate of candidates. In the 2015 election, the PAP won West Coast GRC with 78.57% of the vote against the Reform Party led by its chief Kenneth Jayaratnam. We're joined by journalist Fabian Koh, who spoke to one of the PSP officials last night after their party meeting. So Fabian, PSP targeting 8 GRCs and 7 SMCs. We know, of course, that Tan Cheng Bock is very likely to anchor a team in West Coast GRC. Where else do you foresee the PSP contesting, and where do they stand the strongest chance, besides West Coast, of course?
Okay, well, the party's stronghold basically is in the west of Singapore, given the alignment with where Dr. Tan Cheng Bock was MP for almost 30 years. So I understand that Assistant Secretary General Leong Man Wai will be leading the party's B team, the second strongest team, in another ward in the west. So perhaps that will be Jurong or Choa Chu Kang. As for the other constituencies, I think they probably will be willing to compromise on those during the discussions with the other parties. As for their strongest chance, well, I think we will have to wait and see the lineup and caliber of the candidates when the time comes.
Now, Fabian, it's of course the party's first electoral outing. Do you think the PSP has cast its net too wide with this ambition of contesting 15 constituencies?
Well, the Assistant Sec Gen Leong Man Wai, as I said, he seemed confident when I was speaking with him last night. It's a potential total of 44 seats, and they also have 13 reserve candidates. So while we probably will have greater clarity on this in like the weeks ahead, we know that among the party members, they have former PAP members, they have former members of other opposition parties. So I guess the political experience is there.
Fabian, let's focus on West Coast GRC. It includes the Ayer Rajah ward, where Dr. Tan was the PAP MP for 26 years until it was absorbed into West Coast GRC back in 2006. Do you think Dr. Tan still has the support of the residents there?
Well, the party has been focusing a lot of its outreach efforts in the western side of Singapore, in that whole area. So in fact, like earlier this year, it conducted its first door-to-door visit in that GRC. And also since like last year, Dr. Tan has been on record a few times, just saying he told residents there, "I'm coming home." When he say this kind of thing, of course, you expect something, right? And also he told me before that he understands since the time when he was MP until now, the patterns on issues like housing, like education, for example, they definitely have shifted. So I'm sure he will be working that GRC with that in mind.
Now, which other parties are expected to contest West Coast GRC?
West Coast GRC, okay. For one, the incumbent, the People's Action Party, they will definitely run there. It's currently led by the Minister for Communications and Information, Mr. S. Swaran. Also the Reform Party. The Reform Party will be contesting there. Chairman Andy Chu has told me that the party will seek to pick up where they left off from the last elections. And we noticed that if this goes ahead, then we can. While three-corner fights usually they don't favor the opposition that much because it splits the votes, right? Actually, this time round in West Coast, observers have said that anyone challenging there will actually face a challenge simply because it's Dr. Tan Cheng Bock and his branding.
Well, thanks for your time, Fabian. That was journalist Fabian Koh speaking on the Progress Singapore Party's ambitions of contesting 15 constituencies in the GE.
And those are our top stories for today. For more news and videos, visit straitstimes.com. And once again, I'm Dylan Ang together with Oliver Quay. Join us tomorrow for more stories on The Big Story.